The SOLIDWORKS for us gave us more flexibility. You can literally draw anything in the SOLIDWORKS, and the SWOOD is obviously a great add-on. We are maybe a small bit unique where we can do the joinery aspect and the furniture. So for a main contractor, it works easier for them because they're dealing with one point of contact, can take on a package for both the joinery and the furniture. Where we're a small bit more different as well is like some of the projects I mentioned there, like Ashford Castle and Adare Manor, which wouldn't be your run-of-the-mill project that you're doing all the time. That's where we can take on the likes of that, your bespoke side, be it in joinery or furniture. We can take on that to give a turnkey solution to the main contractor, and it helps us to be at the forefront for getting these projects. Down through the years we had a lot of different packages, and we just felt internally when we were taking on a project, we wanted the draft a team to be able to draw in the same format to present to the client. So we wanted to select a package that would cater all our needs for furniture and joinery, and a big thing for us was 3D. The main reason we chose Solid Solutions was the secondary schools are training the kids now on SOLIDWORKS. And some of our suppliers that supply our stone, our metal, our brass, our glass, and stainless, they're also using SOLIDWORKS. For us, we looked at some of the packages and they were maybe a bit more panel processing, and for us we just felt it was a better fit for us with the bespoke nature of our products, and as well with that, with our supply chain, it helped us send the drawings to our suppliers, which in turn speeded up the process. They didn't have to redraw what we've already drawn, so it made everyone's life easier, and it was a better fit for us, we felt.
Yeah, so we use the SWOOD for really everything that we make. We use the SWOOD design when we're designing furniture, from the very first stages of design up until creating the working drawings and getting ready to send the work to the floor. We're also using the SWOOD CAM in terms of screen to machine, so we're, as it says on the tin, I suppose, you're taking the drawings, laying them out on the sheets for the CNC machine, and then they're going straight down to the CNC.
Flexibility compared to some of the other packages we were looking at. The reason we didn't choose them packages is because we were maybe limited to cabinetry where we could be doing pergolas, and again these packages weren't suitable for us to be able to offer that. The SOLIDWORKS for us gave us more flexibility. You can literally draw anything for our furniture side of things, and the SWOOD CAM again is another bonus for screen to machine.
It's handy for standardising what we do, so we'd have a lot of our carcasses just made up there, and you're able to go in and change the sizes really quickly, and then you're nearly dragging and dropping into your assemblies, which is great. It helps for standardisation, and like say, if the kitchen I draw and the kitchen someone else might draw up there, they're not going to be very different in terms of the internal constructions of it, which is great.
The reporting side is pretty good now. It's very, very good, because you know yourself, within the SWOOD CAM, you know, everything's labelled, you know, and you have to go through the naming process, and it's great. It just spits out the stickers, and then each part is identified so the lads know relatively sharpish, oh, that's there. It runs smooth, you know, so it just makes life easier and faster, I suppose, for manufacture, you know, if there's pressure on a job.
On site, sometimes for more intricate work, or if there was panelling linking in with curved units or that, you mightn't see it on the 2D, so that the 3D, you get to see the issue before it becomes an issue. The main plus as well is the architects love to see all the elements. They can rotate it, they can see, oh, I don't like this element of it, can we change it? So for us, like, it was a massive step forward. Maybe again, we're on the top of the list for the main contractors when they go by our last project, and the quality of the drawings and the quality of the service. Look, it cuts out the errors, again on our nesting machine, which obviously cuts out on mistakes or remakes. Look, our motto is like, draw it once, have it right, get it through the floor. So for us, it's I don't know the percentage of what we've saved on materials or time, but definitely it's a massive step forward for us. Once it leaves our draft room, we don't need to worry from that point on that the product isn't going to be made correctly, because it takes out the human error. Obviously you still have to skill people to produce what we do, which we have in the team at Loughnans here. We have a very strong team of skilled workforce, but along with the SOLIDWORKS and the SWOOD and the SWOOD CAM, it just projects us forward against some of the companies out there. If something has to be amended, it's pretty quick, send it back and you're getting into production in a more faster manner.
Screen to machine is just a massive help and cutting down on wasted time. And you know, we're all trying to be more lean in construction nowadays, you know, which is a massive factor, and it's just a game changer overall. Even with, as I mentioned, about changing heights, client wants to change something last minute, change it once, it's all changed.
We've invested a lot in Solid Solutions and SOLIDWORKS, but the future looked bright for us. We have invested heavily in machinery. We obviously care about the environment, so we've changed over to water-based in the last 3 years. We have invested heavily on solar, so we're 65% self-sufficient here. We're leading the way. We don't want to be following, we want to be leading the way. And for us, we feel we're going the right direction. There's a lot of work out there at the moment, and we're happy with what we've on.